The Bronco Raptor costs around $88,000, and most people can't touch that. So Ford builds something that gives you most of the Raptor's DNA at a price that actually makes sense. This is the 2027 Bronco RTR, developed by the two-time King of the Hammers champion Loren Healy and RTR vehicle founder Vaughn Gittin Jr. Real quick, we're trying to hit that 5,000 subscriber mark, so if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do that now so you don't miss future videos. Now let's get back into it. Before we get into the details, let me tell you who built this thing and why it exists. Ford partnered with RTR Vehicles, founded by Formula Drift champion Vaughn Gittin Jr., and they brought in Loren Healy, two-time King of the Hammers champion, to develop and test the Bronco RTR in Johnson Valley, California. Now here's the mission statement that Loren laid out. Some performance enthusiasts can't afford a Bronco Raptor. Find a sweet spot for high-speed off-road performance, and make it a great value for thrill-seeking Bronco owners. The Bronco Raptor starts around $88,000. The Bronco RTR is expected to come in under the Badlands with the Sasquatch package, which currently starts below $57,000. That's a significant difference, and that gap is exactly where the Bronco RTR lives. So let's talk about what this thing actually looks like. The first thing you notice is the stance. High clearance suspension, right from the factory. 33-inch tires, standard. It has a wider track than the Badlands or the Heritage Edition. Heritage-inspired wheel arches. And it has the new RTR grille with the signature lighting. And the color is an avalanche gray paint. It's a brand new color for 2027 that's shared with the Mustang RTR, with the hyperlime accents throughout. Now here's the detail that I love. There's topographical graphics on the hood and side of the Bronco that represents the terrain of Johnson Valley, California, where Ford and RTR tested and developed these vehicles. Under the hood is a 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder, 300 horsepower, 325 foot-pounds of torque, paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. So you might be thinking, why not the bigger engine? Ford answered that question directly. Weight. In the dunes, a lighter front end makes the Bronco more maneuverable, and it dances over the sand rather than digging into it. The Bronco RTR gets two things borrowed right from the Bronco Raptor. First, a 1,000-watt cooling fan. The second one, and this one matters most, a software-operated anti-lag turbo system. What that means in plain language is, when you lift off the throttle in deep sand, most turbos lose their boost pressure and go completely flat. And then you get back on the engine and there's a delay before the power comes back. The RTR anti-lag system keeps the turbo spooling. So when you get back on the gas, the power's already there. That technology was previously only on the Bronco Raptor and the Mustang RTR. The standard Bronco RTR is already impressive, but add the Sasquatch package to it and it becomes a completely different animal. Here's what you get when you check that box. 35-inch tires, Haas 3.0 suspension system, Fox internal bypass shocks. You get an electronic front locking differential. You also get a high clearance upgraded front bumper. Now here's the context that makes this really significant. The Sasquatch on the RTR gives you the best dampening Ford can offer on this platform right out of the gate. Now let's talk about the inside. The interior designer of this project, Lindsay Ross, from RTR, said something that stuck with me. She said from the exterior to the driver's seat, they wanted the color and vibe to be seen and physically felt. When you reach for the seat belt or adjust your AC vent, you're reminded that this thing was engineered to have fun and do cool stuff. So here's what it looks like inside. You're getting the Hyper Lime seat belts. You're also getting the Hyper Lime stitching throughout the cabin, and then it continues through the grab handles, the instrument cluster, and then you get the subtle details that deserve a second look. The embossed RTR logos on the back of the seats, topographical map across the dashboard. Then you get a special RTR welcome screen when you start up the vehicle. First thing you see when you fire it up, it reminds you what you're driving. And don't forget, standard equipment includes heated front seats, dual zone climate control, and Ford Co-Pilot 360 driver assistance. This isn't a stripped out base interior. This is a fully equipped daily driver that never lets you forget what it was built to do. So when can you actually order one? Order banks are set to open in October of 2026. Sales start January of 2027. Pricing hasn't officially been confirmed yet, but Ford said it'll come in under the Bronco Badlands with the Sasquatch package, which currently starts below $57,000. So what do you guys think of the 2027 Ford Bronco RTR? Is this the sweet spot between the Badlands and the Bronco Raptor fans been waiting for? Or do you think Ford should have put a bigger engine in it? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video.